Well, hello everybody, this is Robert with you. I'm finally going to take the chance here to play through a little bit of the Legend of Drizzt Dungeons and Dragons board game. I've got here Adventure 1 in the adventure booklet. It's called Exile. And basically it says, cast out of his home city of Menzoberranzan, okay? Drizzt Do'Urden must escape from the Underdark or fall to the wrath of Lolth and her minions. Okay, so we've got escape. This kind of reminds me of the Adventure 1 of some of the other games where you were sort of dropped into either the castle or the mountain, or here in the caves, and you need to escape. So this is a solo adventure. Following the adventure setup, I'm supposed to take the underground river tile and put it into the cavern tile stack after the 8th tile. So I've got this one here. This is the underground river. And I think this leads me to the next tile, which I need to step onto to escape the adventure. So I guess crossing the river here is a sign you're getting close to the exit. So I'm going to take just a moment and put that into my tile stack after tile number 8. I have placed my underground river tile there into the stack. And this will be my first time playing for you here. I'm going to be using Drizzt, the Drow Ranger, level 1. You can take a look at his stats here. Armor class 16, hit points 8, speed 7. It's a nice speed. Surge value of 4. Interesting ability. You can make an additional attack during your hero phase. And then the following powers, which I've picked up. The powers, starting with the at-wills, we have Twinkle. This is an elven blade set with a star-cut sapphire. Magically protects its wielder. So, looks like with this one, as an at-will power, you can attack an adjacent monster and then place a stance token on here. Then later, you can remove this token from this card when an adjacent monster hits your hero, and you can reduce the damage of the attack by 1. So that's a damage reduction tile basic token. Icing Death. Drizzt named this magical scimitar after the white dragon that guarded it. Attack one adjacent monster. Once again, +6 to the attack roll. An 18 or higher on the attack roll, and you deal an additional point of damage. We have a utility power, Dancing Serpent. In battle, Drizzt moves as quickly as his scimitars. So another stance token here. You use this at the start of your hero phase and you put your token there. And while your stance token is on this card, whenever you use an attack power, you can move your hero up to 2 squares before or after the attack. Okay, so that's your little mobility there on the board. Cloud of Darkness. This is a Drow utility power, a dark elf utility power. Drizzt uses the innate magical gift, his innate magical gift, to blind his foes in supernatural darkness. Use when a monster within 1 tile of your hero would activate. That monster does not activate during this villain phase. If more than 1 monster with the same name is in play, this power affects only the chosen monster. Got one more. Ranger daily power, lone drow, an outcast from his own society. Drizzt is used to fighting alone. Let's see, this is a daily power. Move your hero up to his or her speed, then attack one adjacent monster. So this is basically your high damage attack here. So, many of these say flip over after use, but take a look at that utility power. There is no flip over after use. So, unless there are 2 stance tokens, I think there's only 1, you may have to choose which stance you're going to take. And either put the token on this one or put the token here. I don't think that that you'd be able to do both of those at the same time, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm new to this particular board game. This was a little different, I noticed. The starting awards, you start with 1 healing surge instead of 2. And 1 random item card from the treasure deck. Well, let me go pull out the stance token, and I'm going to draw a treasure card and get the healing surge. Okay, I've got my healing surge. There's only 1 stance token with Drizzt's name on it, so that's going to be a tactical choice here. I'm going to put these 2 on either side of his character card. So the stance token will have to be on one or the other. So you've got some interesting choices there, which way you want to power up your hero. I drew this at random. This is an item, and it says it's an enchanted mask that allows the wearer to pass through any web. So you use this when your hero is immobilized, and you end that condition on your hero, but you do flip this over after it is used. And I noticed here it's got a price on it, so maybe that's related to some campaign rules if you want to play something like you saw in Wrath of Ashardalon. So interesting there. Alright, the start tile is in place. I am still sniffing and coughing just a little bit. I've actually been going through about 3 rounds of whatever that has been going around in this area. As soon as I would get well, a student would come in and pass something else along to me. So hopefully I'm getting over all this stuff that's kept me away from doing videos for a while. But it's good to be back with you, and we're going to get this adventure started. I've got my figure there. Here's the miniature. Got his 2 swords and just a big cloak there on the back. Not sure what the black mark is there. I wonder if that's some stitching. I don't know, or if that's just some odd thing from the model. I'd be interested to know if your little figures have that black stretch there on the back. Just noticed that. Okay, here we go with the adventure, the special adventure rules. It says when you reveal the underground river tile, your hero has found the way out of the Underdark, and you place the surface hollow tile next to the closest unexplored edge of the underground river tile. Then you draw 2 monster cards and place the corresponding monster figures on the surface hollow tile, 1 on each mushroom patch. And to escape, your hero must end your hero phase on any of the middle 4 squares at the far end of the surface hollow tile as shown here. Victory, you win when you get out alive, and defeat is the standard rules when you are taken down to 0 hit points and have no healing surge tokens remaining. So as we begin the adventure, it says, life is normally difficult. in the Underdark. But the spider goddess Lolth, she demands for your sacrifice, and this has made, I guess, life impossible. You are left with one choice. You must fight your way through the Underdark and find your way to the surface. Well, I certainly don't want to be a sacrifice for an evil spider goddess, so let's get out of here.